22 minutes past 8 now. Two new books are taking Radiohead fans inside the world of collaboration that led to the artwork on two albums, Kid A and Mnesia. The final sleeves came after a process that involved hundreds of sketches, many different materials, and a meeting of minds. The artist Stanley Donwood and Radiohead's Thom Yorke have been telling us about going back in time to trace their creative journey and updating it with an online exhibition.
It was something that stuck in my mind, that when we finished those records, we'd gone slightly mad and produced all this work that sort of kind of got lost. It felt really good to sort of like put it together, assemble it into something, try and make sense of it, because it didn't make sense at the time.
It's like looking at the work of a weirdly badly designed clone of yourself, because there's definitely slight resemblances between the people we were then and the people we are now, but everything's a little bit shaky and not very well drawn. We had to sort of really try to reconnect with it, which was it's quite a weird thing to do, quite an unsettling thing to do.
We didn't know where we were going to go next, and it took a while to figure that out. We didn't want to make another guitar record, we didn't want to repeat ourselves, we wanted to move on in an elegant way.
Because of the success they had, there was a kind of freedom to work, a lack of deadlines which we'd not had before. So we could try to fill this space that's basically about packaging a record with fine art, which is what we wanted to do. We wanted to make packaging into art.
What was exciting about it was initially it was like, okay, well we'll just build a virtual exhibition space, people can walk through, etc. Until we suddenly was like, well, why the hell would we do that? If we've got this software, we can break all the rules. We can build the space however we want. We can change it halfway through. We can morph, and we can do stuff with the characters, with the artwork. You know,
reinvent the physics of it.
And then it became a real buzz, and like this felt like, okay, we've not done anything like this before. It was really exciting. We called it an exhibition because we didn't want to call it a game, and because it's not a game in the sense that there's no endpoint or tokens to pick up or people to carry or anything like that. It's an experience. You go there and you wander around in basically inside our warped imaginations. You arrive in a forest which is essentially based around the sketchbooks, and then it moves into a vortex, and then it moves into this giant pyramid space with all these creatures praying.
You know, a circle of hell or something. It's like, I kept thinking about the world in Flann O'Brien's The Third Policeman, where he's basically dead, and hell is circular and it goes round and round. It's like that. It can fill your whole life.
We're really selling it, aren't we?
I am. Yeah.
Some of the processes they use to develop these games are close to writing a book or a movie or a film. I think it could be a really interesting place for musicians to go. You know, a lot of people who followed our music are not gamers, but we use this technology because that's where it is, and that it's not anywhere else. So we went where the technology was because we didn't have a choice. How they'll actually react to it, I hope that it will feel like some sort of weird bad trip.
Or a bad good trip.
Bad good trip.
Good bad trip.
Good bad good
it's
trip.
Definitely going to be a trip for them, I think.
Well, that was Thom Yorke and Stanley Donwood. The books are called Kid Amnesiac and Fear Stalks the Land, and the online exhibition is available as a free download at kidamnesia.com, although you must put a hyphen between the A and the M. Important, otherwise you might get to completely the wrong page and think we were misinforming you.
To the sport with that important public information at 27 minutes past 8. Here's Rob. Morning.